Welcome back to another video of my experience here with Mythic Plus with our Demon Hunter tank. My goodness, finally we have an add-on that we can see whether it's rise or fall on the right side. That's so cool. Dawn of the Infinite, we're doing rise, to be honest. Anyway, let's see what's up. Bro, I remember on stream I made such a joke. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And look how slow the ball goes. It hits the guy coming back, if I'm not mistaken. It hits the healer. Look at that. The ball is coming back, and there we go. Healer is hit. And while the healer is hit, getting cast again. That was just so funny. Hopefully you guys saw that. It was close to the statue. Highly recommend rewinding if you haven't seen it. So just so you know, the ball goes forward and backwards. It doesn't just go forward and disappear. It bounces. And that is something you need to keep in mind. So unfortunately, we had a whole team wipe here on this boss. Very unfortunate though. But it's because people that don't do orbs. They're greedy, so they run forward, but then they don't grab it. So you have to like double defend their area. It's kind of like strange. Like I don't know how to explain it efficiently, but yeah. Also, guys, if you have low HP, do not soak. As a tank, even if the boss is stronger, you can solo soak this. I had no issue so far soaking that solo. So if you're like below 50% HP, don't even walk into it. You're just gonna get yourself killed. So unfortunately, our healer died, and that just got into a ripple effect over here with everyone else dying. So it was unfortunate, but it's a full team wipe on boss 1, and yeah, it's a +11. So not looking that good. So unfortunately, we have another death over here, so not too sure what's happened. I moved backwards extremely slowly, and then all of a sudden, someone died, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, someone is dead somewhere. Like, I don't know where this guy is. That's kind of crazy. Oh, it's the Shadow Priest. People are talking about now that he disconnected. I saw the bubbles come up. So he connected and come back, I guess. By the way, guys, Chromie is most probably, in my opinion, made a mistake there. But Chromie is most probably the hardest boss within this dungeon. And I made another mistake. So I'm supposed to die here. I accidentally jumped into the circle. Not getting cleansed. I'm rooted forever. I can't move. So even if I did move, I would have been in the frontal of this. Yeah, it was just a bad time. Instantly accept afterwards. Unfortunately, 2 of them paid the price of me making those mistakes. So yeah, I recently did a rise 16, and Chromie does 80% of my HP with that frontal. 80% of my HP. I don't know if it's a crit, but it's way too much damage, bro. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's absolutely insane, but we'll get there once we get there. So yeah, we did the boss, luckily. So at the final boss, we had almost a full team wipe again. Luckily, we didn't get a full team wipe, but it was close. It was close. So let's see what happened exactly. All DPS died, by the way. It was just me and the healer left. So let's see what happened exactly. Maybe I rewinded too much. But at the end of the day, like, sometimes you have to rewind a little bit further to see what happened exactly. So there's one death. I think it's someone not moving or standing in the sand. Then we have another death here somewhere. I feel like it's the healer just not healing, right? Because that guy is fairly low HP the whole time still. Yeah, the healer is just not healing these other people. Yeah, the healer is just not healing. I don't understand. It's no HP went up anywhere whatsoever. That's just crazy. So there we go. We timed the key. We got +19, 1,321. 1,321. Nice. Pretty good IO. On to the next one, baby. Stuff like this is really making me angry, but let us talk about it. So, next key we got into was a Waycrest Manor 11. So I'm just trying to do all 11s to get my stuff finished, right? To get a little bit more IO and stuff like that. So yeah, let's definitely talk about this because it's definitely a problem. So yeah, I went in, right? So here's my thought. There's two people on the stairs that was low age, two people on the stairs walking down. So we were gonna pull them anyway. So what I normally do here is I run this way because there's a big pull here and there's like 3 ads that's very low HP. It's just very easy to kill them. So it's technically the 2 we have here, the 2 we have here, and then the hounds that will go around. So the pull would have been a 6 pull, right? 2 different ads. But then the hunter is like, oh, I'm gonna just attack there. And he pulled the back group. It's a group I never pull. Never. So now we have technically a 4 pull all in one. Not just that, but we have casters in the distance that will keep casting because people will not interrupt them. Right? So interrupted right now, there is a name that's interrupted, right? The Warlock at least interrupted. But you'll see. That one will keep casting in the distance. So right now, the only thing I can do is AoE stun, and I didn't, right? I'm just focused here to get them grouped and to get as much bombs exploded as possible. Get my Fury up and get some healing down. Like, that's all I'm focused on. You can see my healing right here is 10 times more than the healer itself. I don't know why the healer's not healing, but yeah. It's just crazy. But yeah, obviously the pull is way too big, unexpected, and ninja pulled. So, not good. If, like, here's the thing, right? If I don't ask you to pull, don't pull. It's literally that simple. And please, if you are a hunter and you do decide to be a retard and pull, please use misdirect. Don't just like attack because you want to attack, right? Please use misdirect. You know, as I'm talking about this, it literally happened again. I'm jumping in, guess what? The ad's already running back, someone already pulled, and guess who it is? It's probably the hunter. I don't know if it's the hunter because it went all on Star. And Star is the healer. I'm not too sure. But that is just not good. Now, I should have turned my back there because there is one of these girls on the left that is casting infinitely there. Oh, yeah. I died here because my cooldowns was up now. Normally, this pull, when I do this pull, I have cooldowns. No B-res. Not good. I should have checked if I have cooldowns or not. But yeah, we have no B-res for some reason. But yeah, it's normally that after the boss, I have cooldowns. So I run up here and use my stuff. But not this time, son, because cooldowns is not there. But yeah, pretty terrible start. We have 7 deaths in total already. Yeah. And there we go, we finished the key. It was literally straightforward. We got all the way to the end there. I didn't even get IO for this, so not great. Yeah, 7 deaths in total, all the way to the end. No problem after that. So yeah, next key. So the next key we got invited for, sorry, like the dude on the left, my cat. I know, I accidentally had myself up there. Next key we got into was an Atal'Dazar 11. And the healer is just standing and the healer got like pepper sprayed or yeah, you know, that was kind of funny. I've never seen anything like this before. But now we got our healer down and I don't want to pull too big. Normally I pull the 2 together because it's just little ads jumping the whole time and only one person to kick, obviously. But now that we have a healer that's dead, we can't pull the other group because my DPS might die. They didn't do much damage to me, but they do a lot of damage to my DPS. And everything else was hunky-dory, so that one mistake was there, nothing too serious. It was it was more funny than actual seriousness. But yeah, we got a +3, well, we did a 11 Atal'Dazar, and we got a +3 in total there, because I think my pathing for this dungeon is actually really good. I came up with the pathing myself. And yeah, we got some IO, nothing too serious, but let's get to the next key. Next key I did again was Dawn of the Infinite Rise, literally the first key we did. But you can see over here, it's completely different with the bull. The bull flew forward, hit the healer. Healer is not healing himself because, you know, I'm safe. Nothing's gonna kill me. And then the bull comes back eventually and kill the guy. So, dude, it's so funny when you see stuff like this. I mean, it only happens on 11s, I'm pretty sure. But I really can't wait to like get to the higher stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We unfortunately have a death here, and I feel like it's kind of my mistake, at least from what I'm looking at here. Because I need to grab, like, the tank needs to grab the closest one, because stuff like this, right? Crummy will keep doing a frontal until, like, I successfully run into a place where my image will get away. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You need to let the tank get the closest circle. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. I promise you, you're going to have a bad time. Just let the tank get the closest one. Otherwise, you did. And there we go. It's Rise of the Infinite, or a Dawn of the Infinite Rise is done. And we got some IO there, +3. If you guys are wondering why I'm farming 11s, it's because I'm farming the like gear set. Not the gear set, but like farming gear. I'm still more than half is still blue gear. So I need to do 11s a decent amount until I can actually do, you know, 17s, 18s-ish. Got into an Atal'Dazar 14 next, so that's great stuff. And now someone's gonna get fixate and eaten. So I don't know why this guy didn't move or move too late, but he literally got 2-shotted there. I don't think the dinosaur even tasted him. He died so fast, to be honest. That was kind of painful to see, right? And then literally the next fixate, someone else got eaten here. That didn't run far enough away. Well, there goes our healer. And a 1-2 dead. That's fun. At least it's very close to dead, so I don't need the healer at the moment. So it seems like we have 2 more deaths over here, unfortunately. I do have my stun up right now, but obviously you can't stun them. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to actually hit this efficiently. Because I can't just rely on myself to kick. I need to do more than just add control here. And it's a little bit above my pay grade at the moment if I'm doing so much, right? It really gets to me. Eventually, this will become second nature and a lot easier over time. I just need to practice these adds a little bit more. But you can see, like, almost a full cast happened. I know when it's the red orb, you can't kick them, but so many people died. I think we have 2 deaths here, and we still have almost everyone up with their kicks. So it's not good that, you know, others is not focused on trying to kick as much as possible. It is actually important. And this is a different Atal'Dazar, but we again have the healer dying here almost exactly the same way on the exact same spot as the previous healer. It's like, is this bridge a healer killer? Like, I'm not too sure. You use reincarnate, someone else is flying there now, and the healer dies again, dude. At the exact same spot, 2 deaths, the same person. How? How do you not make... Okay, never mind. It's just funny to me that it's 2 different games, 2 different healers, dying on the exact same spot, at the exact same place. That is just so funny to me, dude. That's crazy. We just failed the totems twice. Other than that, you know, +2 the key. Almost 1400 IO now, plus 45 for doing the dungeon. That is some great stuff here. And you can see my DPS on this character is 71,000. I out DPS'd a balance druid, which key it is, if I'm not mistaken. But it's crazy that that my damage is actually this high. It's really, really awesome. Next one. So the next key I got invited for was, you know, from someone else, from our friends list. So we have a plus 18 key. I think we did 3 18 keys in total. Unfortunately, I didn't record the first 2, so I need to go on my stream and get those videos for you guys. But yeah, 18 Waycrest Manor. Let us see how good this is gonna go. So over here we have 3 deaths coming up right now. So there's 1 death. So I ran to the left, I used 2 sigils on them, and then ran to the right instantly. So people started attacking these ads on the left, and they pulled aggro. But you can see the tank running around. So you need to be very cautious of your damage. You can't just open up fire like crazy. I wanted to pull the left and the right side together, right? But unfortunately, it backfired and it killed some people. So yeah, it was not good. I unfortunately stood in a circle there. So yeah, we have 3 deaths. Like, there's no one else to blame other than myself. Because maybe 2 sigils, two different sigils is not having enough aggro. I should maybe not pull both, you know, at the same time. I don't know. I can't blame the DPS for opening fire if I don't have full aggro. So this time we are in an 18, and I'm gonna do my pull this time because I'm pretty sure we won't have people like ninja pulling themselves this time, right? So getting the ads together, just pulling a bit back, waiting for this group to come out. And then here we go. So here's the pull, and there we go. So finally we have this pull. So normally at the moment I would have to pull together and then AoE stun like a second or 2 later. I don't AoE pull together. Oh, there we go. I do it to interrupt as well, that's why. And I did use my stun right there. So there's a lot of spiteful up right now, and it's people are also like ass pulling at the moment. It's understandable. I mean, like, it's very hard to like run away. This ad is just behind me the whole time. It's so annoying. Didn't use a potion there, looked like it. But yeah, so we have unfortunately got another death there. I'm pretty sure the death was from Spiteful. If I have to take a rough guess, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I think that is what it is. But so far, not too bad, in my opinion. That was a pretty big pull. And normally what you would do is you would stun after like most of the Spiteful spawned. Because if you keep doing AoE, if everyone just keeps doing their AoE, they would kill the Spiteful off. This is... I think this pull right here was very strange to me. Someone stood in a circle there, obviously not my fault. There's nothing I could do personally. But I think it's over here where the boss just magically get pulled. Maybe it's not this one, but I did do a Wakecrest Manor where someone magically just pulled the boss. I got blamed for it, and I promise you I didn't touch the boss first. Oh no, this is the 18 that I got blamed for something else, and we'll talk about that soon. So directly after this, I jumped in, and then the healer complained that he was low mana, and I didn't check. So that, I feel like that is my fault, right? I have my eyes on so many things, but there's also like someone pulled here because I don't even know. I don't know why people pull stuff, to be honest. If anything, that's what I need to blame, right? But my job is to make sure that the healer has mana. Like, you can't just pull and expect to be fine. I have to keep an eye on the healer as well. So, unfortunately, the healer ran completely apparently. I don't know Healing me was not the issue, I guess. But yeah, like maybe it was the issue. Look at my HP. I'm getting chunked. I feel like I should jump, but I should wait for thorns coming up in 5 seconds first. Then we'll go for that afterwards. Nope. I do it at the same time because I'm a scrubby. So that is a death right there. My fault. So yeah. That was just my fault completely. I tried to reset, but you can't. Please don't do this boss without hero. Okay. So there's another thing. People want hero with this boss. So I feel like that wipe is my fault, essentially. Like, number one, I need to make sure the healer has mana. Number two, we could do this with hero. I do agree with that. It's most probably one of the harder bosses when it comes to, like, tanking and healing aspects, right? Because the boss does chunk you, and there's only a certain time frame that you should go and what's it called? And cleanse the boss, pretty much. So the guy did say, do not pull without what's it called? Dude, I need to think, man. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Lust. I should not pull without lust, but I mean, lust is 3 minutes away, and here I go anyway, dude. Like, I don't know. The healer is somewhat full mana. I didn't even see that guy talking about lust. He just complained that he's low on mana, and I was like, dude, we did one pull, and he lost more than 20% of his mana. And the ads we had there was 4. 4 ads. So here's what I got blamed for, right? So I had to get rid of the stacks here because, like, I'm getting chunked really, really badly. But then all of a sudden, someone's en route, and then the boss, you can see right here on the screen, there's an electricity gonna happen right here. After the lightning, which does quite a bit of damage, by the way, the fire will be there. And then the fire is what get rid of the souls. So right now, I didn't pull the boss over this, but I got blamed for it. They say do not like, while there's a root up, do not pull the boss over the lightning. And I didn't, right? I didn't pull it over. The lightning was just on the boss. Like, there's nothing I can do. And look how short of a time you have. Like, you can't even react to it. Look at this. That circle is up for like a half a second. And it's up. And there it hits. And there, you see. Like, there's no time to react. The boss won't even move even if I jump in time. So these 2 deaths right here, I can't get blamed for it. I can't. That wasn't me. It was the game, for some reason, just lightning the boss. Like, I can't, there's nothing I can do about that. And this death right here, I just find it so funny. Right? Like, I don't know what chunked me like this, but dude, I got hit so hard. Boom, look at that. Almost dead. I should press potions. I'm like, okay, let me heal. No, I'm just dead. So, something I need to mention, and I need to get feedback from you guys. When I played this game somewhat competitively in Battle for Azeroth days, right? Waycrest Manor was a dungeon inside it, right? And every single time you run inside this building where boss number 3 is, your whole team runs with you. So I don't know why this meta changed to, like, everyone just stays outside now. I don't know why it changed to that. But for me, it's going to take a while for me to get used to it. I can't change people's minds to go in with me because they're all already settled to be outside. Almost everyone. So I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know why. Who changed the meta to this? I don't know why people think it's easier, because it's not. Why is it not easier? Okay. So, sorry. right now when I died here as the tank, right? I was here. So I was here next to the boss. So people that's standing outside, they expect the tank to run in, pull the adds, like right around the boss, and then run out. So that takes double the amount of time. Not just that, but it's double the risk for the tank to die. Because I need to run as fast as I can, and the only way to run as fast as you can is to what? To turn your back on the people you shouldn't. If you turn your back on the enemy, there is no dodge chance, there's a higher possibility of you getting critted, and also you can't parry or block. It's that simple. So you should never, as a tank, turn your back to the adds. There should be no chance of any add on your back. Because they're like all these mitigations only happen from the front. So again, it's my job as a tank to point the enemies away from you. But whether we're inside or outside, it doesn't matter. The same mechanics happen. So I don't know why people are staying on the outside. It makes the key longer. It's not safer. It just takes twice as long. Like, I don't know why that's a thing. Everyone does this now. So yeah, it's kind of like bothering me that this is like the norm, because it never was in BFA. Ever. Bro, I don't even know what to say. We have a death here somewhere, and I try to figure out what it could be. Did he get spiteful? Did I screwed up the percentage so badly in this area? It's not even a joke. We had to run up afterwards. Like, it was just so bad, bro. Like, it was just so bad. I just don't understand. So I talked about this as well, that they changed percentages. But the guy I was playing with said no, they didn't change any percentage. I can prove you this from Atal'Dazar. I know when I went to the right side. Oh, here's another problem, right? I went upstairs to get more percentage, and half the group got downstairs. So people just don't watch where their tank is, and then they magically just pulled adds and died again. Just follow your tank and kill the adds that your tank is pulling. It's literally that simple. But anyway, on Atal'Dazar, back in BFA days, you always ran to the right side. All those adds on the right side gave you enough percentage to never attack the middle. I'm talking about that big ass pack in the middle. You never ever had to attack that pack, ever. But now, if you run to the right side, even if you pull all the dudes at fear and you run the normal path, you don't have enough percentage. So the percentages did change. And you can say what you want, but it did. And I feel like the same thing happened with this dungeon. The same thing happened. The percentage is so screwed. I need to relearn percentage. And I did somewhat tank. I did also play a druid on NA. So I did somewhat tank as well. I think I played a warrior tank as well. A druid tank and a warrior tank was the two tanks I played on NA. So I don't understand. For me, it's just so weird that the percentage is so different. But anyway. And somehow we managed to end this key in time still. We still had 4.5 minutes left. We didn't have the right percentage. We had to run weird locations. We have 21 deaths in total. 21 deaths. And I won the key, but I gave it to the hunter. The guy I was doing the key with. It was his key. But yeah, we had 21 deaths. And our total IO is 1600. But like I said, I did 2 18s before this one, which I will get for you guys hopefully tomorrow on tomorrow's video. But anyway, this video is already way too long. There's a lot of stuff I had to talk about. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Love and support's been amazing. Check us out on Twitch, link is in the description. And I'll catch you, beautiful people, in the very next video. Love you, take care, and as always, remember to twist some nips. Peace.